Hey guys, Joe Hewall here again, and answering the question when dealing with authority, how can I explain things or make a point without sounding argumentative or disrespectful? And I was thinking about that question the past couple days here, and how would I respond to that? Because it is one when, especially when you have a point to make or you disagree with someone that's in authority, it requires you to use tact and it requires you to actually approach the person in a way that you're coming across as humble and you don't want to appear cocky or that you know everything. And growing up as a kid, I did a lot of arguing. In fact, I would just take usually the opposite side of the issue or the point when I was talking with someone just because I enjoyed arguing so much. A couple of weeks ago, I actually got to go to tour the courthouse there in Worcester and listen to a prosecutor kind of give out some arguments and the judge kind of go back and forth with him. And I realized I missed my calling. I should have been a lawyer instead of a pastor. But it's interesting when you're dealing with someone that's in authority and you want to make a point. I think it's important that your tonality and your body language has to come across that you're not just trying to kind of come across that you just want to make a point just for the sake of making a point or just that you want to argue, but you truly want to learn. I think a lot of people in authority want the other side. They want the opposing opinion. Now, I was kind of reading through the Bible some different places about where it talks about arguments, and Jesus used to argue a lot with the religious leaders of the day, and he had valid points because they were in the wrong. And Jesus came across and he had truth. I think one thing when you're challenging authority, you have to have your facts right. Just don't base it off of feelings or emotions. You have to actually have facts to back you up. The other thing that Jesus challenges, he challenged secular authority too. Like he talked about Caesar and what kind of authority he had, and that his authority in Mark 12 would read that his authority was actually even over the secular leaders of the day. So I think when you're trying to make a point and you don't want to, the key is you don't want to sound argumentative or disrespectful. You just have a valid point, have facts to back it up, and use words like our, we, us instead of like this is my idea or I think it should be this way. You want to include the other person in the solution. That's really what you're trying to get to anyway when you're talking with someone and you're trying to make a point. You're trying to get to a solution. And you want a solution that works for both sides, not just one person. So I hope that helps. Hope that helps you out. See you guys.